It's no secret that I have the attention span of a French rat on life support, so when the week rolled around and I finished my post-upload jerk-off session to my sub count going up by a whopping 10, I had to decide what game to do next until one of my fellow gaming chums suggested I play Back 4 Blood, to which I stared at him with a vacant expression on my doughy face and said, "Oh sorry, did you say Left 4 Dead? I must have misheard you due to that horrific speech impediment that causes you to suggest I play the video game embodiment of being buried alive." I then proceeded to banishing him from my room for life and watched 3 hours of huskies screaming to cleanse my ears of the taint that was placed upon me. But alas, it do be a new week, and Left 4 Dead 2 do be what most of the gaming community deem the greatest thing since the invention of porn. So grab a hold of your gaming body pillows and let's do this shit. Did you know that in Georgia, it's illegal to keep a donkey in a bathtub? Anyway, in Left 4 Dead 2, you play as either a meth head, a sharply dressed cunt, a useless bitch, or coach in the post-apocalyptic wasteland known as Georgia, a state famous for its quail hunting, Coca-Cola, and lowering a disco ball stripper-caged possum to signify the new year. What the fuck? Before writing this episode, I didn't know about this bullshit. Before watching this episode, you didn't know about this bullshit. And I'm pretty sure that before giving birth, the ancestral marsupials did not account for this bullshit, which would force any who haphazardly observed it to run full ass back to the civilized world where people did not celebrate the new year with a Zorb ball trash rat being lowered from the fucking sky. Anyway, it is your job to escape from this fever dream by mowing down any of the residents who have turned into flesh-craving rat bags and seem to have smoked all of Grandpa's secret cabbage stash and are now gazing upon you like you're a bipedal Happy Meal with extra dip. Unfortunately, your group seems to be as dogshit at escaping as a claustrophobic guinea pig with brain damage, so you gotta keep mowing down the dead until Lady Luck decides your visa's been accepted. And oh boy, does Lady Luck sure take her sweet fucking time with that. By the end of my playthrough, I had accumulated enough Gaben points from all the dead boys I'd slaughtered to get myself a free ice cream and a fucking copy of Portal 2. Having said that, it's all thanks to our Lord Gaben that reaching this feat of mass fuckery is done with ease, thanks to all the weapons that just happen to be lying around the area of a redneck post-apocalyptic Georgia, which, as you might have guessed, is practically anything short of a bazooka. Gabe Newell once said, "I've always wanted to be a giant space crab," a prophetic quote that I've lived by to this very day. Moving on, Left 4 Dead 2's mechanics are tighter than my wallet after a Steam sale, and I do love me a juicy sale. The weapon variety, the level design, the erection I get every single time I see a fucking chainsaw, it all comes together to create a gaming experience that most other developers have wet dreams about before fantasizing about how they could split it into microtransactions. But not the Valve, for they were popping good game Viagra when they made this glorious titwank, and oh boy, they popped a whole bottle and had themselves an orgy. The game has a wide variety of dirty boys to kill, from the regular Ramiro vanillas to the chargers who slap you around like a gorilla with a 3-year-old, all the way to the crying witches that will rip your face off when you invade their personal space. And just to top it off, all of this comes in a randomized format, allowing each playthrough of the same level to be completely different from the last, with different weapon placements, consumables, as well as enemy placements that occasionally fucks with your sanity by placing a witch in the worst spot imaginable. It's glorious! Having said that, there do be a few skid marks on Left 4 Dead's tighty whities with the AI. I'm not too sure why, but I swear to God they designed Rochelle to be a useless bitch intent on watching the world burn. She will literally sit there and watch you die while she thinks about what she's gonna buy with all that money you left her in your will because she's a fucking cunt.
Get in, you stupid bitch!
One day I'll cover a game that I don't fucking like, but until that day I shall continue to fillet the long shaft of Valve like the insolent fucko I am. Left 4 Dead is one hell of a sexy game, and it's taken all of my willpower not to make this episode a millennia long by flat out splooging on every detail. But alas, there do be 2 crumbs of knowledge that I must impart upon you. This game is by far one of the PC capital G gamer essentials for those who want to have a grand old time with some pals. You heard me, pals! For the co-op mode of this beauty is a ton of fun. And depending on how many mods you shove down its throat, it can be a bawling time making you laugh your asses off for hours on end while mowing down hordes of zombies dressed up like fucking Zoidberg with a gun in the shape of a violin. This game has stood the test of time, my dear children, due to its dedicated modding community and loyal fan base. And to those loyal soldiers of the degenerate regime who gave me all of my NSFW vending machines and waifu body pillow medkits, I salute you. You shall always live in my heart as the gods you are. Well, that's Left 4 Dead 2. If you're still here listening, I love you. Kisses. Mwah. And if you liked listening to my ramblings that can only be attributed to a mental disorder, then make sure you subscribe so you can lose some more of that fucking sanity in the next episode that comes out. Anyway, thanks for watching and bye-bye.